The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K20.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors. You know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Now here's Curry, just 5 on the clock. No good off the back of the rim. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
The Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Curry finds Porzingis over Chris. Curry on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. They get it again. There's the pass to Curry. Shoots over Doncic. Off the left rim and out.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Curry against Doncic. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Curry on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Poke loose. Pass to Doncic. Hardaway with it. Covered by Wiggins. There's 1:47 left here in the opening quarter. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. From downtown. That one's not going to go. The Warriors go the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Will it go? Good on the three-point shot.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. All sorts of time. And it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got 9.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Left side, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Over to the left wing. Doncic right side. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is shown. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
We've got Looney, and it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
Here's Kleba. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Marjanovic, Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Curry looking it over. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
I mean, he's a former NBA scoring champion. Curry just shows us why. It's a terrific night for him.
Marjanovic, no good. Warriors leading by 11. Down low. The pass to Pascal. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play. And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
To the inside, pass to Pascal. Golden State moving it around. Here's Poole. Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. And another 3 for Golden State. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's good on the putback. Pascal's got his first 2 points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
Now here's Barea. Defense right on him. Right down low. Pulls up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Now, with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Hey, right here.
1:52 left to play here in the half. There's the steal. Barea finds Wright. Here's Marjanovic. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Pascal. Here's Poole. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trail by 16. Intercepted. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Wright. Curry's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Here's Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Thompson outside. On the wing, Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Passes to Poole. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 16. Over in the corner, Doncic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again. The Mavericks shooting for the game at 42%. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Pascal. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, playmaking is one area of the game where Klay continues to develop, trying to go from good to elite.
Here's Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And we finished one half of basketball. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points and 1 assist. And
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. And so Curry will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 11. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Porzingis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Wiggins drives in, and he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 13. There's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few. And if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Curry outside, drains the three-pointer. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Wiggins finds Curry. Thompson outside. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Wiggins passes to Thompson. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Curry. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Curry with it. He's got 19. Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. From deep three-point range. No good on that one.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Thompson from long range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
High post try. Again, Golden State.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. Now, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Pass to Wiggins. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 15. Dallas moving it around. Left side, Porzingis. It's stolen by Curry. 23 seconds left in the third. Off target from outside.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. Barea kicks to right. To the left wing. Here's Marjanovic. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 15. Live from... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Warriors leading by 15. Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Pascal in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Curry. Burke covering. Count it. Curry's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors.
I mean, that's good as soon as it leaves his fingers. I mean, he's not going to miss from there.
Here's Marjanovic. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Pascal. Guarded by Wright. Fires for 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 24.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
The kick out to Wright. From deep, Barea gets the 3-pointer to fall. Barea's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Hey, man, talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Over Burke. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. 17-point game. Here's Barea. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Knocked loose. Curry passes to Looney. Shoots over Marjanovic. The shot by Looney, no good. Mavericks trail by 15. Wright finds Barea. Back to Wright. Now here's Barea. And Burke has it in the corner. Pass to Barea. Back to Burke. Takes the 3. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Looney. Now Wiggins. Guarded by Marjanovic. Wiggins kicks to Curry. Back to Wiggins. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Fast break. Here we go. Marjanovic passes to Kleba. Burke dishes to Barea. This one for 3. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got his first 3 points of the game.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the 3-point line.
Now here's Curry. Burke covering. Can't hit from 12. Mavericks trail by 14. And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Now the pass to Burke. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dallas moving it around. From deep, Barea. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Pass to Burke. Back to Kleba. And here's Barea. Pass to Burke. Another shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They double-team Curry. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Now Thompson. Shot clock at 6. The Mavericks pull it in. And here is Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. 11 seconds left in the game. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here, even early on in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Coming up next. Good evening and welcome to tonight's present. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Curry passes to Marjanovic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. A lot of great rebounders tonight, Brent. Which brings up a question these days: why do fewer players seem to be blocking out when rebounding?
Well, there's less and less opportunity to get the type of rebounds, Kevin, that we've seen typically through the years that are in the paint. How many times are these guys shooting field goal attempts from so far out that the ricochet off the rim is allowing these rebounds to get to what we call the moon,
right
around the free throw line and that dotted line from the free throw line? So guards and wings swooping in to pick up non-traditional boxed out rebounds.
Team rebound.
Team rebounding is a huge aspect of any good team. Offensive rebounding has gone away.
Here's Leonard following the score by Dallas. It's George on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco. Got that bucket in no time at all.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Outside for George. Shot to stop the run. Here's Zubac. Back to Leonard. And the pass to Beverley. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
Able to stretch the floor with that three-point shot. Beverley looking to capitalize from the perimeter as often as possible.
Marjanovic passes to Curry. And the rejection by Zubac. Good on the bucket.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Beverley finds Morris. On the wing, George. George missing again.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for Seth Curry. Joakim Noah's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley. And here is Noah after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Porzingis with the ball. George picks him up. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Now here's Porzingis, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here we have some expert playmakers at the 2-guard position. Since the All-Star break, these are the shooting guards averaging the most assists per game. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And with his skill as a distributor, he's probably just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is off the ball. They need him there at times in a pinch.
Well, he never puts himself before his teammates. We know that. And unfortunately, that's not something we can say about all the 2 guards in the NBA. He inspires a fantastic team-first attitude through the whole squad.
Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porzingis against Leonard. 5 to shoot. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard jacks up a three. And Wright pulls it down. Shamet with the steal. Here's Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Now here's Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good, Shamet. It's a tie ball game.
Because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
A wide open look here for Wright. It's good from long range. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes to Green. Misses from short range.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Wright. Trey Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Right against Leonard. Offensive rebound. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in. Leonard's got 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Wright with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. They get a hand on it. Shamet with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Leonard finds Green. They now take the lead.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers, and Kawhi, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Beverly, the pass to Shamet. There's the pass to Zubats. Porzingis with the steal. Inside, Burke. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Releases. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
Burke kicks to Finney-Smith. Drills the three-pointer. Finney Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast to the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time. Going into the playoffs, teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Zubac finds George. Count that one. George has got 4 this quarter.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Back to George. Here's the floater. Clock at 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Curry subbed in for Burke. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green's checked in. Morris passes to Beverly, and he hits it to tie the game up. Beverly's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Patrick Beverly could do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
George, no good. Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Marjanovic against Green. Hardaway from outside. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic has got 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. 2 points. That one goes. Zubac has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And he lays it straight in. He's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Back to George. Doncic with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point. And that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Passes it to Doncic. Now here's Marjanovic. Shoots over Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on both. The Clippers trail. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Hardaway. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard inside, guarded by Hardaway. And that one's good. Beverly.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Zubats against Doncic. Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got 12.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. Shoots over Zubats. Out to Doncic. No good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. It's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic right side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 5.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Hardaway kicks to Curry. Out to the right wing. Pass to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And now a 4-point Maverick lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Leonard, the pass to Zubats. And here is Morris. Guarded by Marjanovic. Morris into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Curry finds Marjanovic. Back to Curry. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Curry. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. Here's George. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Joakim Noah's checked in for Zubats. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Well, George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
Back to right. And there's the pass to Kleber. To the wing on the left. Here's Barea. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
George finds Green. Back to George. Pulls it up. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wright, the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Wright. Here's Kleber, covered by Noah. And it's Wright atop the key. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Here's Barea. Down low. Marjanovic drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Well, the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Shamet, the pass to Green. Now George. In the corner. Shamet with it. Hits it from three-point range. Shamet's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. To the paint. Over to the wing. The 3. Burke can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 7. Right side, Williams. Nobody near George. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Dallas moving it around. Barea kicks to Kleba. Back to Barea. To the inside. Clock at 4. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
Here's Marjanovic over Noah. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And that one misses. A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Curry comes in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Noah. Morris comes in for Green. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Doncic feeling it out. No good on the 3.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Mavericks trail by 8. Hardaway goes in. Shoots. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Back to Curry. Passes it to Doncic. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Pass to Curry. Up top, Marjanovic. Zubac defending. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Beverly finds Leonard. And here is Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Beverly.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Marjanovic. Three-pointer on the way. That one's off, but a great shooting night overall as he is 10 of 12, 83% from the floor. The pass to Leonard. Back to George. 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Curry against Beverly. Passes it to Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Doncic finds Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of it. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K20.
And just about to get underway as the starting 5.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And everyone loves to talk about Curry's offense, but he does enough to hold his own on the defensive end as well.
Listen, Kevin, we know that opposing teams target Steph Curry on the defensive end. What you love about Curry is his quick hands allow him to come up with steals. His competitive nature makes him bulldogish enough that he's going to stick with a player and try to bother their shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here, and it's Leonard with the jam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Got a piece of it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Thompson against George. Wiggins surveying the floor. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season, because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Klay Thompson gets his game going, there's nobody in the league who's more dangerous to a defense. This guy, when his shot starts to fall, runs as hot as any player in the league.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Pascal following the score by Reggie Jackson. Looney with the bucket. And with Clay, when he goes off for these huge games, Doris, sometimes he doesn't even dribble.
That's the amazing fact about Klay Thompson is a lot of his best games are all catch-and-shoot situations. His ability to be relentless in moving without the basketball and find the space. And do you know it only takes him 0.79 seconds to get his jump shot off?
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson passes to Williams. Here's Shamet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Thompson passes to Looney. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, that's where you see the IQ of Klay Thompson, a step ahead of everyone else. A beautiful delivery.
Williams kicks to Shamet. With the shot. No good, shot missing. And Golden State will come the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets, down low. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And that one's good, Shamet. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
It's Thompson off the drive.
Well, the hard-charging approach.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And still a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. The Clippers in the lead.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Landry Shamet. Paul George comes in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. To the paint, here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by George. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Curry with it. The pass to Green.
And once in a while, a team will have this kind of night where nothing is working, but it's still early. They have a chance to play themselves out of this funk if they just keep battling.
Back to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Pascal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Just an incredible month of basketball. 12th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Outside, Green. Wiggins dishes to Curry. He's off on that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry. It just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Warriors making a switch here. Outside for George. Shoots the three. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. George against Curry. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins air-mailing it back.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Thompson. 41 seconds left in the first half. 3-pointer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, the three-point shot is one of the most dangerous aspects of Klay Thompson's game. Somebody check that man.
And it's George finishing it off.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Leonard brings the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Unhindered, going all the way. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
Thompson for 3. And no good that time. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze. And that does it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the three.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble. Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Thompson finds Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
And you talk about the best two-way player in the NBA. I think a lot of people, Doris, would put Kawhi Leonard at the top of that list.
Let's remember, Kawhi's a former Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 25 points a game for a season. He doesn't necessarily wow you with his eye-popping athleticism, but the reality is this: Kawhi Leonard is a multi-time champion.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. And here is Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From the wing, the shot's good. Warriors trail by 4. Now Curry. He's got 5. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
It's Curry outside, sinks the triple. Curry's got 8 points. Doris, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They're thrilling. I would agree. Clippers leading by 5. Passes it to Green. Morris inside, guarded by Green. Jackson lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Wiggins, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating, because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Pass to Looney. Here's Poole, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Here's Looney. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smile-a-geek, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Clippers leading by 4. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Shamet. Back to Williams. To the inside. Green kicks to Williams. Jackson looking it over. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
The third quarter comes to a close. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Green in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Out to Thompson, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Leonard finds Williams. Left side, George fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Zubac is checked in for Green. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beverly, open and close, and nails it. Beverly's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Clippers. Warriors trail by 6. Thompson outside. Goes back up. Looney kicks to Thompson. And he hits the jump shot.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Just his first attempt. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williams kicks to George. Count that one. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot from 16. Smile-a-geek. The pass to Looney. Thompson outside. Second chance shot. Looney. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, guys, Kawhi may not have averaged 20 points per game until his 5th season, but now it happens with regularity.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Beverly dishes to Leonard. It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Curry outside. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Curry against Beverly. Curry passes to Wiggins. Looking to end his cold spell. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Zubac, bounce pass, and here's Morris for three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Warriors trail by 9. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Curry with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Inside. Here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George finds Morris. Lets it fly. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Pulls it from 20, and Thompson gets it to go.
Can we remember that Klay Thompson once put 37 in a single 12-minute stretch of NBA basketball? We know he can fill it up.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Passes to Leonard. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And the Clippers have possession. 8-point game. So the Clippers with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, they've got Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. The 17-footer. Porzingis can't hit. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him. How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Green, Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
From deep, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 8 points. Curry's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. They double him with Wiggins. Curry finds Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Doncic, guarded by Curry. Here's Porzingis, makes it off the glass.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Outside for Curry. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. The second chance effort, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Chris kicks to Curry. Curry against Thompson. Outside for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Again, Curry missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Chris. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Curry with the 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Another shot. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Doncic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the right side. The kick out to right. Back to Kleba. Pass to Marjanovic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Up top, Curry. Burke covering. He gets it in there. 13 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Here's Curry. Kleba with the rebound.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Hardaway, and it's Dallas with another. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Curry. Pulls up on the wing. Tips it, and Green is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. They've got Curry, and it's Poole in at the 2 spot. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact, Clark, when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And Burke has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And checking out numbers for Curry. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Finney-Smith, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, beautiful tip in there.
Out left to the wing. Back to Barea. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside. You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Knocked away. Dallas moving it around. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Crafty move. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Marjanovic has got 8 points. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleber. Curry's checked in for Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Poole, guarded by Curry. And Poole gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Chris with it. Hardaway picks him up. Here's Poole. The offensive rebound. Mavericks have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Offensive rebound to the left wing. Right side Hardaway. Back to Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. For the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Warriors the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Curry on the wing. Puts up a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins drives in. Thompson against Curry. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, magnet for fouls. Wiggins' explosiveness gives him a great advantage against most any defender.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The deep 3 from Porzingis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
And when you see that step back 3, Clark, for Doncic, shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what? They say Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top-notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
What a play from Wiggins. Fantastic and out-quicking the defense off the dribble. Bang!
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
With KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open, I love that team-first attitude on display.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. That's tipped.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hardaway from outside. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Green, and Green is right there. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Left side Curry. Green kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Curry with another miss.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Porzingis on the foul. And it's now only a 1-point Warrior lead.
You don't see many big guys run the floor like this, do you? I mean, Porzingis special.
Curry against Thompson. From 11 feet away. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Doncic outside. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Golden State's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Curry finds Doncic. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson misses. The Mavericks trail. It's 2-on-1. Here's Finney-Smith. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Doncic. Connects from 3-point range. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for the man.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum-level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Looney, and it's Pascal in at the power forward. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Barea. Burke looking over the floor. Barea against Wiggins. Missed inside. The Warriors trail. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And here's Barea. Now Burke. Here's Kleba. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleba, the German native. I mean, this guy's a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Mark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleba is a versatile defensive stopper, too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet. He's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker, too.
Just 3 to shoot, and the basket by Curry.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Marjanovic finds Hardaway. Down low, deflects the pass. Burke, the pass to Hardaway. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. To the inside, Pascal, and he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The feed now to Wright. It's good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Guarded by Hardaway. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Marjanovic, no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Out to the right wing. Outside Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Kept alive, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Now here's Curry. Burke covering. Smiley. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, I love that dish down low. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hardaway. Wiggins dishes to Curry. Back to Wiggins. And the pass to Pascal. Up top, Curry. Burke covering. Curry gets the bucket.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Here's Marjanovic. No good on the shot. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Wiggins surveying the floor. Misses the 3. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Hardaway kicks to Kleba. No good with the triple. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
with a charge in my alley. Ooh, charge to the game like it's credit. Your team crowd need to edit. Yeah, I see face and get it. Hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a play to revive. Let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say. They got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up on me.
The busy freeways of Los and nothing. It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Count it, good.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
On the wing, Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
George passes to Zubac. Mavericks with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Right wing. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Morris. And the layup falls.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
And Beverly kicks to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard dishes to Beverly. In the corner, it's Morris. The putback. The shot. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. No one near Curry as he lets it go. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Kicks it out to Leonard from the arc. And it's Leonard again missing.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Left side Hardaway. On the wing Hardaway. Passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Doncic against Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Hardaway passes to Curry. Here's Finney-Smith. Drains it from beyond the arc. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Porzingis comes with the double team. Beverly looking around. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is subbed in for George. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
And Wright kicks to Burke. The kick out to Wright. Back to Burke. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Green finds Shamet. And here's Beverly. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Marjanovic. From deep, Perea. The shot will not fall.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Shamet in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Marjanovic. And that's off the glass and in. Marjanovic has got his first points in this one. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Leonard, the pass to Williams. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Dallas shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
They double him with Green. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Off on the layup.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Burke. That's good from 17 feet away. Burke's got his second bucket of the night.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
The pass to Shamet. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Shamet on the wing. Guarded by Wright. And it's blocked. Burke looking over the floor. Here's Perea. Williams with the block. Leonard attacking. That one drops for him. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. The kick out to Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
Correa, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Burt can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. From 11 feet away, again, Los Angeles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Right, left side. Pass to Kleba. Marjanovic down low, guarded by Green, and it's in there. Marjanovic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Up top, Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Green. Morris comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. George, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Beverly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Here's Finney Smith out to Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 5.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Passes it to George. Good if it goes. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We'll take a quick break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, George. In deep. Again, the Clippers.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Justin Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the 3 ball is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. And Beverly kicks to Shamet. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Pass to Burke. To the paint, stolen by Zubac. The numbers in their favor. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Doncic with it. George picks him up. Jackson kicks to Burke. Back to Jackson for 3. That shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground, textbook, old school rebound.
Porzingis, great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And George, here we go. Here's Beverly. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Leonard, the pass to Williams. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Morris. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Here's Williams, and it's good for 2. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
Not only is Lou fast, he's tenacious. feels the contact on the drive, doesn't stop him from completing the play.
Green against Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 4 now for Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. A big-time effort for Porzingis. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Green is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson and at the point. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Curry, here we go. Three-pointer right. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 4. Shoots from the baseline. And Wright pulls it down.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Dallas shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. To the middle, here's George. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Hardaway against Leonard. Hardaway kicks to Wright. Leonard against Hardaway. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Curry finds Wright. And again, Dallas turns it over. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to George. Over Curry. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stop.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. And the rejection by Zubac. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials will send him to the line. And he'll shoot some free throws. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Outside, George. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Hardaway. Porzingis finds Wright. Now Hardaway. Inside. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. Out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. to take the lead, and the layup good by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
Right from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard with no one around. Nets the corner 3. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Beautiful stroke, a direct result of all the hard work Leonard's put in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Beverly passes it to Zubac. George with the ball. 13 feet away. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
So it's the Clippers now. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's Leonard. Fires it up. Again, Los Angeles.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Leonard with the steal. George dishes to Leonard. Here's George. Back to Leonard. Now Beverly. So the Clippers with the win. Some good competition, but the home. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back.
There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And with all the numbers that Curry puts up, all the records, Chris, that he owns, crazy to think that he's often sitting in the fourth quarter due to the score.
Yeah, it is crazy, Kevin. I mean, you pick Curry's MVP season, and even then he wasn't playing huge minutes. That is a testament to just how incredible he is. Curry finds ways to end games even before it reaches the fourth.
Now, here's Zubac. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Morris passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Morris kicks to Zubac. Leonard, that's for 2. Misses the wing J.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Outside, George. Three-pointer. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Curry with a wide-open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Leonard finds Zubac. Stolen by Thompson. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball, and he comes up with the deuce.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now, here's Thompson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They double-team Curry. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Different styles of basketball, and, you know, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Now Thompson. Paul George missing from long range.
You see the high shot release, the quick trigger? Thompson's always had this shot in his arsenal.
And George kicks to Williams. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Wiggins. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. For the Clippers, Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. Jackson, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I mean, come on. Jackson is so effective from the mid-range area of the court. He sticks these shots all the time.
Curry attacking. Here's Poole. He's guarded by Williams. There's the pass to Pascal. And it's Golden State with another.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Releases. That one, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets, it's Curry outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the wing. From deep three-point range, they get it back. It's another look. Looney. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Williams. There's the triple. It's good from long range. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson against Curry. Takes a 3. Curry with another miss. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Jermichael Green is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubac in at the 5.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Williams with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Williams is right there. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Curry against Jackson. Curry, good.
Oh, and you can't let Curry have that. Yet, what do you do to stop him?
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Jackson. Again, Los Angeles.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Curry. Up again. From downtown. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Pass to Williams. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. So Golden State will take it the other way.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Looney. It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Green. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Curry. Chalk up 2 there. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Jackson passes to Shamet. That one doesn't go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Green taking his time here. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Over to the wing. Jackson against Curry. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Shamet. And it's Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Passes it to Poole. And they pick up 2. Poole's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And that
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, yes, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Shot clock at 6. The shot by Curry, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Thompson passes to Curry. Chris in the post, defended by George. Here's Curry, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And that one drops.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Wiggins, back to Curry. Takes it from 10, and the basket is good. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
I always enjoy watching the chef go to work. I mean, he's a pure scorer. He fills it up from everywhere.
Leonard on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Thompson outside. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Zubac kicks to Beverly. George against Thompson. Here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Curry. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Leonard. The shot. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Beverly against Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You almost can't worry about the roller the way you worry about Steph.
Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Curry is inside. Defended by Beverly. Curry, good. And the Warriors lead by 5. Down low. Out to Morris. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The points coming in, but how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Green, and it's Jackson in at the point guard.
We always talk about Thompson's perimeter shooting, but there, he showed some real toughness inside.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Paul George.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score. Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
So, for the Clippers, Morris comes in for Jermichael Green. Lou Williams is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
I mean, for Draymond, defense is still his calling card. The versatility to switch 1 through 5, contain, get back, communicate, be in a position to help. He does it all.
Warriors leading by 8. And see, Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
Now here's Curry. Morris with the rebound. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Joakim Noah's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Lou Williams. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Curry way outside, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Leonard. Tries again. Now the pass to Noah. Leonard looking around. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. And finished off by Leonard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Thompson inside, defended by George. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Thompson, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in for Noah. The 15-footer, the putback. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverley. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Williams against Lee. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lou Williams.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting slow.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Clippers. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Leonard on the wing. The baseline J. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch. You got to give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Back to Williams. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Out to Thompson. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Wiggins. Thompson up top. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Chris. Pass to Thompson. Back to Wiggins. just 5 on the clock. Thompson, left side. Over Noah. Got it!
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 2 here.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Count it.
Well, if game is on the line, who would you rather go to than Steph Curry? Who?
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.